Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica. Today we're going to talk about a double kettlebell outside swing. Kettlebell swings strengthen the posterior chain, the muscles in the back of your body, the muscles that tend to make you strong, whether for work or for sport. You can do it in the gym with something like deadlifts, but a lot of people spend many years doing deadlifts wrong, and a lot of people get hurt doing deadlifts. Kettlebells tend to be easier on the body because with the proper coaching cues, they self-correct your biomechanical alignment, the alignment of your skeleton during the movement, the thing that really matters. With barbells, you get a low number of chances to do it right. If you're doing a program that is 3 sets of 3, you get 9 opportunities to do it. If you're doing a kettlebell program and you do a 3-year swing program, you start with 10 sets of 6, which is 60 reps. 9 reps of experience versus 60 reps of experience. When you do a swing program, you end up with 10 sets of 20, 200 reps of experience. Over the course of 3 years, you get thousands and thousands and thousands of reps with a kettlebell, which gives you thousands of opportunities to determine if your body is in the correct biomechanical alignment. If your body is in the wrong spot, you get hurt. 60 to 70% of the North American population, depending on who you listen to, has some type of chronic back pain. Also, 60 to 70% of the population is overweight, and 30 to 40% is now obese, depending on what numbers you're looking at. The easiest way to get in shape fastest for the least amount of money without leaving your house is the kettlebell swing. The exercise we're demonstrating today is way late. It's usually like year 4 or 5 for kettlebell athletes inside of a kettlebell program. The first exercise you would start with is a single arm suitcase deadlift. Next would be the double suitcase deadlift. Then you go to the 2-hand swing. Then you go to the hand-to-hand swing where you learn to change hands so that you can learn to rest while still moving, while not putting the weight down. That's where kettlebells shine. They shine at the ability to have endurance weightlifting, which is one of the best ways you can affect your metabolism by altering how your muscles work on a cellular level. With 2-hand swing and hand-to-hand swing, you go up in weight. Usually you start with a lightweight, you build up to a very heavyweight. 32K is what most people will get to, because above that it gets more expensive. Then you jump to double kettlebells because you can go back down with light weights but have more weight overall. 2 16K kettlebells is the equivalent of 1 32K. So people tend to start with one thing. An adjustable kettlebell is your best piece of equipment because it has all the weights in here for one price. But then you can get 2 kettlebells and you can go from a total of 32K up to 64K in the 140 pound range. The double kettlebell swing usually then goes to a double kettlebell clean, then to a double kettlebell clean and press. Then we can go to double outside swings. With the double outside swing, we are not going to have the setup that we have with normal double kettlebells, where the kettlebells are between our feet and our feet are wide. The double outside swing puts your feet either shoulder width apart, but most people will feel more comfortable with the feet closer together. Think of this as like skiing posture, somewhere from here to here, depending on what you're doing. Step back 12 to 18 inches from the kettlebell. Thumb points towards the sky. This is where we get a difference from normal kettlebells. Normal kettlebells for 90% of the population will point the thumb down to protect the elbow if something goes wrong. With this exercise, the thumbs are going to stay towards the sky the entire time. Thumbs towards the sky, get down, grab the bells in the upper corner of the bell. That is different from normal kettlebells. Sit back, just like you do with a double kettlebell swing and a double kettlebell clean. Swing the weights back, the weights stay outside the legs. When you have finished all your reps, set it back down exactly where you picked it up. Most people will get hurt setting the weights down with all exercises. Normally, when we pick up a kettlebell, we point our thumb down and we go to the corner of the kettlebell, and we're really holding here in this internal line. With this outside swing, we're essentially going to end up with the same grip, but we're going to start at the other corner. You're still in the L of the kettlebell. You're still going to use the L of your hand. Now, palm faces in instead of palm faces out. This allows you to easily transition to our clean. We're still using the same grip. We're just pointing our thumb up on this exercise. Our stance with single normal kettlebell is thumb points down, because if something goes wrong with our swing, our elbow bends that way and we don't rip our elbow out of the socket. When we do doubles, for 90% of the population, we maintain that. So if something goes wrong, we don't rip both elbows in half. Because the kettlebell is 8 inches across, we need to put our feet closer together. Kind of normal kettlebell width. Most people are gonna wanna come in until there's about a fist distance between your feet. You want your feet pointed straight ahead. When you go down, it is still a hip snap. At the top, you are still standing all the way up. Perfectly straight legs at the top, tight glutes at the top, rib cage down, lats on. That is true with this exercise as it is with all kettlebell exercises. If you were to do heavy clubs, because heavy clubs are only 5 inches across, you could have wider feet. Because kettlebells are 8 inches across, you're gonna wanna bring your feet closer together. You will notice your hands are directly at the height of your knees when you do this exercise. So the very important to not turn out and to get your knees out of the way. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. Get your knees out of the way. 2 16Ks, 2 light kettlebells going into turned out legs in this position is what you might consider extraordinarily bad. That's why this exercise comes much later in the pantheon of movement. Suitcase deadlift, 2-hand swing, hand-to-hand swing, clean and press, snatch, double swing, double clean, then this one. Those thumbs are pointed towards the sky. If we tried to point them back, people tend to lose their shoulder pack. Thumbs up, shoulders down, core tight, get down. Arms end up in a straight line with the body. They do not swing up like an anime run. Spine is still straight at the bottom. Stand up, hip snap, squeeze glutes, straight legs, thumbs up. Track down, stand up, track down, stand up. This exercise is excellent for building leg and hip endurance. If you do any type of downhill sport, whether it be mountain biking, definitely skiing, definitely some type of speed skiing. This one is great for dirt biking. More reps, longer periods of time builds endurance. Muscular endurance is what we are developing with this action. You get heavier weights, you will get way stronger as well, but you will get stronger for long periods of time. Barbell training tends to be done for pure strength, and then people tend to get their movement training from their sport. If you are not playing a sport for an equal amount of time that you are doing your barbell training, then you need some other type of movement training. Kettlebell training does a lot of movement training with weightlifting, and it does weightlifting endurance. It is the best way to get the best athletic outcome in the least amount of time for the least amount of money.